Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Yes, I only have 2 nails left, but here we are. I have wanted to do a video like this for quite a long time, but it's just been like very emotional looking through my old pictures. And yeah, just like it's been a lot as someone who struggled in their youth, someone who is trans, someone who just didn't like themselves very much when I was young. Still don't really, but I thought this was just gonna be a really fun thing that we could do today, which by the title, you know. Today I'm going to be ranking like every single haircut or hairstyle that I've ever had. So I've changed my hair like a lot through the years. I don't know how many pictures I have in front of me, but there is quite a few. And I tried to look for like the best pictures of like these colors and hairdos, but it was hard. I found this and got this idea by looking through my old like hard drive. And oh my god, it's like so cringe. And I also, at first I was just gonna do like the last year, like since Corona, because I've changed my hair so many times and I don't even know which order they're in. Like I can't even keep track of how much I've changed my hair the last year. But then I saw some of my old pictures and I'm like, we need to do this like a whole life type of thing. So as to like give some background information, my mom when I was little always cut like this like fringe on me and I hated it for such a long time. I was like pissed at my mom for cutting my hair like that. Looking back, I was hella cute. You know, some of the pictures are upside down on tier ranking. I don't know why that happened. The first picture, I'm gonna put it in this little cute called like clown face. So the way that I rank these, this video's already a mess. The way that I've like put these up is the first one's like unicorn, rainbow, like pristine, cool stuff. And the next one is like, it was nice, it was cute, like with the flowers and moon. Then we have this clown, there we go again, the clown face. It's like a bit silly, I don't know why I did it, not a fan of it, but I don't have any like problems with it. Then we have the rain and the tornado. That's just tragic, honey. And the last one is this picture should be burned. Okay, so I have so many just bad pictures. Like I don't take a lot of selfies, even when I change my hair. For some reason, I just haven't taken pictures and selfies of the hair, which is the worst because I probably have so many hairdos and looks that I just never take pictures of, which makes me feel sad and upset at myself. Then during my teens, I will flash loads of pictures on the screen now. It was just like a whole lot of problematic faces, like all in one. I'm not gonna say I was popular at school. I feel like everyone who says that is actually popular. I was really shy, but I was also kind of a bitch. So I think I've had like a lot of agency over myself, and I had like this group of friends that were 3 other girls who I was really close to, and I miss having like that group of friends. But my selfies were the worst. My go-to like selfie look was like just so many selfies that are so bad. And like even my fashion style was just generic, and you know how you are in your teens, like they're just, these pictures make me extremely uncomfortable, so please don't share them to anyone. I was going through some shit. And this was my Facebook profile picture for a long time. I permanently straightened my hair 2 summers in a row when I went to China with my family. Like the picture shouldn't be burned, but it was definitely a tornado time. I had like naturally like these beautiful, not curls, but like beautiful wavy / curly hair, like depending on the humidity, and for some reason I didn't like it and I straightened it. It's like one of those things that if you don't have like a certain type of hair, you always want the opposite, and I was definitely one of those people. I hated like how messy my hair was, like frizzy and curly. I will like just put out like a trigger warning for depression and horrible times, general words connected to those things, so you've been warned. You can ease into it now. I'm not going to talk about anything bad or like problematic, but this summer was really, really difficult for me. I think it was the summer between 9th grade and 10th grade. Oh yeah, I did cut my bangs once too. I should have edited that in. The funny parts are coming later. I just want to give an introduction to how I got into all of this, because depression did it, and look at me now. Okay, enough joking around. This curly hair, it's like my natural hair. This is the natural hair that I have. But it was really, really long. Like, I had long hair pretty much always. I did color it red, like a little bit red once, but I don't know. I think this cute, like the hair that I used to have is cute. I'll put it in sunflower. It's just very not trying to do much with my hair. And then I came back from 9th grade and I was sad and my life was horrible, so I got a piercing. And then I colored my hair black, I believe. I think there was this one day where we were gonna take like these fun pictures together as like a whole class, and we could dress up as whatever. So I chose to dress up as a goth because it was like a way to channel my inner demons. And before that day, I believe I colored my hair black. I think black hair doesn't really look good on me because I'm already quite pale and it just makes me look like dead. Don't hate it, don't really like it, but I'm gonna put it. Then I took a huge step. All my friends were telling me like, don't color your hair, don't do it, it's gonna look terrible. And I'm like, I really want blue hair, so I did it. But before that, when I bleached it, I took this picture. Ah! I don't know if this is before this time, but I will just put it here. Bleached hair Wilma is not a good look. I will never go blonde, but it will come back in a moment. This needs to be burned. This picture should never exist, including this photo pose, which honestly, it's hard to watch. It is, I'm like very not easily cringing at things, but this is very cringy. But then I got my blue hair and wow, was it like the sunshine through my hard times. It's upside down on the tier ranking, which is lovely, but I'm gonna put this hair at, you know, I'm gonna put the blue hair at the cute thing. I'm gonna move the black hair down to the tornado. It's not that good. And then I'm gonna move my natural hair to this tier because that feels right. Now, after my blue hair, this point in my life, I don't really remember much. There was like 3 years after that where my memory is extremely limited. Like my brain has just like, it was so rough, we just are gonna delete all of those memories from your mind. So the order of this, I'm not sure about, and the next picture, I actually have 0 memories of having this hair, coloring this hair, thinking about this hair, like socializing this. I have like 0 memories of me with this hair, which I used to be really scared of, like seeing pictures of myself where I have no memories of like the surroundings and the time. We learn, we live, and that's how life is. This hair, I actually sort of dig it. It's like this red and it goes into like a purpley dark red. I think this was fierce. I like it, but there's some fierce looks coming up. I looked at this picture and I'm like, I look cute. I don't remember it, but work, Wilma. I will put this in the blue category too. Okay, the next one that I colored my hair, I think, it doesn't really make sense from the red to the green, but because my hair is chopped in the green and it's not chopped in the red, I'm assuming it's after. But then my long hair comes back and I'm just like a bit confused about all these times, but this one's also upside down. This green hair, I think I really rocked it. I thought it was really cute. I think I looked good in it, but I don't have so many thoughts on it. I'm gonna put it at this tier, but it's better than the blue one. Okay, I'm gonna move the blue one down and the green one up maybe? I think so. I think the green one's up. This was, I think, the end of year 10. I colored my hair green like the last half semester, and then on my prom I had like straightened hair. I looked so pretty. Some people said I was the prettiest person at the prom, which, you know, I'm not gonna argue with. Okay, I'm the type of person that even though my self-esteem is like down here, I will act like my self-esteem is up here because I don't know how to live not having my confidence be up here, which does sometimes make me come off conceited, but just know that it comes from a place of deep insecurity, which hopefully makes you like me more, rather than seeing this shallow personality that I present to the world. Right. I remember actually this is the same time, was it Kylie Jenner? She also had this like short kind of green, you see the roots hair, and I felt so fashionable because I'm like, I had that before her. I went to the cottage with my friend here. This was a high point in my low point sort of thing, but I like strong colors, so I'm gonna put it at the Peace one. Then I actually did this thing where I colored my hair like 3 different layers. I had a friend at the time who, like, we had gotten really close after school and she helped me do this. I don't know, like, I thought, like, this picture, I thought it was really good. I thought I was hot in this picture. It is definitely a tornado one because, like, the colors are just kind of off, and I feel like rainbow hair has to be done well for it to be well done and, like, for the colors not to mix together. And looking back, I'm like, I think I liked it a lot at the time. I thought it was very cool at the time. Then this picture, I'll insert a picture. This is the first picture that I had my first year at high school. And it's so funny looking back at it, like the peace sign bandana, like the Nirvana top. Oh my God, Then I quit like the high school that I was going to at the time, and I colored my hair this red color, and I actually got this one done at the hairdresser, which was like, I hadn't done that for a really long time. I think this like short red hair, I think it goes in the middle tier, clown tier. I felt hot at the time, but it's weird how like you can kind of see like my personality reflected in these hairstyles, and like I feel like this hairstyle was just very me at the time, and it's definitely not me anymore, but I felt really cute. I always felt cuter and like better looking with straight hair, but I don't think that's true actually. Then I believe that I got this red bob after that, but honestly I'm not sure when this fits into the timeline, but I'm gonna say that this is gonna have to be burnt. I don't like this picture at all. It looks like mom in a midlife crisis in the 40s trying to like salvage what they have left. I don't know, like this is the bob and the fact that it's like shorter in the back and like, it makes me cringe a bit. Oh yeah, this is out of order. I only survived like half a year at that school, but this is the look that I was rocking most of the time, like quite dark, but I think I looked good. And then during that time, I think towards the end, I colored my hair black. Also have no memory of this, but then I have this picture, and the fact is that I think this looks really cute. I will put it, short black hair Wilma, I like it. I will put it in the sunflower category. You can't really see it on this picture, and I don't have a lot of pictures of it. Ugh. After that, I did this thing where it was like my first big shaving actual hairstyle and not just color shift, where I shaved like both my sides except like the little sideburns thing. I don't know where I've seen this, but it was my Tumblr phase where I followed like all the emo. I did this. It's also kind of like purple. I think I colored it at some point, kind of bluish purple. And I don't know how this fits into the bigger timeline or what I had before or after. I think I felt very brave for doing it, but honestly my hair is too thin to have certain parts shaved and certain parts really long, because my hair is so thin that it just looks like kind of weird. And I can insert so many pictures of like different hairstyle I had with this. I think this is the point where I had started my YouTube channel, so that's 5 years ago now. I'm gonna burn this. I thought it was cool at the time, and I did honestly the best I could with it, but it's just not a good look. I don't like it. It was a choice. Maybe it will come back in fashion again, but we're still waiting for it. And then after this point, I got like a deal with this hairdresser, and I was hair model for 2 years, I believe, and that's like the next couple of looks, and a lot of them look really similar, so I'm just gonna fly through them. This first one, it's very like goth, but also kind of cool. I'll insert the actual modeling picture here, but I just don't think it works as like a non-artistic hair look. Like it looks so much better on the photo than it actually did in real life. So I'm sorry, hairdresser that treated me like shit. We will burn that. But I had a really cool experience with it, and after that, I think I got like this chicken hairdo. I call it the chicken hairdo because I remember after I got it, I was so scared to meet people. I went to dance class and I was like, oh my god, people are gonna judge me. I hate my hair. But now I'm like, that was epic hair, and I should have like owned the shit out of that hair. No one had hair like that. No one dared have hair like that, at least in my surroundings. And I really, really loved it. It was so cool. And also, I have no pictures of it. This is the only picture I have from the hairdressers. And then I have a couple of pictures when it was growing out. You can see those on the screen now. But other than that, I think this is an awesome idea because it plays with like the depth of the hair with actually, you know, like shaving it so it looks like an arrow. There is white, yellow, and orange all at once, and it was just a really good time. And I think we did this hair for like a magazine editorial, but this hairdresser, I've tried to get in touch with him like many times, and he pretty much ignores me and refuses to send me all the pictures of my hair modeling, which would be great if I want to apply for modeling jobs in the future, but he's a dick and he doesn't want to send me them because there was no contract and I didn't get paid, and you should always get paid for your work, no matter what. Even if it's just a hairstyle, that's not enough. But this was epic, and I'm gonna put it the first one to go in the rainbow category. I think this was fabulous, but with any hair color that's like lighter than your own, you could quickly like see the roots growing out, especially in like the shorter, whiter parts. Oh my god, this video is gonna be long, isn't it? Then we had like this mohawk red thing. So this hairdresser always wanted to color my hair like this purple, dark red wine color, and I just was not there for it, but I always told him you could do whatever you want. I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna put it in the tornado. Yeah, not a look. So the next one after that, I took like agency, I took power back. I had like a moment where I just wanted to, just take my own power back because I felt like my hair and my looks was being controlled by this hairstylist, and he kept telling me like, you cannot do anything with your hair unless you talk to me first. And I tried talking to him and he wouldn't reply, and so I just did what I wanted and went to the hairdresser and I told her I wanted like this, and she provided with this look, which I love. I think this is a chic, I think it's classy haircut. It's definitely not meme now, but at the time I think this was just perfect and I really liked it. So I think we're gonna have to put this in the flower category. I remember this moment as being like really powerful for me. But then I went back to him and I got this picture right here. I don't have actually any pictures from myself. I just have this picture, and it was a really cool moment because I got like a huge cardboard. Like I was in the window, like a whole wall of just this, my face. And it's not the best modeling picture in my opinion, but it felt really fierce to have my like face blown up that big. But honestly, this haircut as a whole, burn it. Sorry, not sorry. And then after that, I think I sort of entered like my hipster phase. It was the phase where I hated being called a hipster, but I was. And my friends, but I was more like, I don't know. I think my friend called me hipster and I was just like in denial. It was more like I started entering like where I wore jeans and I wore like fur jackets, which was a little bit like less emo than what I had been going for. And I sort of was like transitioning out of like my depression. And I definitely have like more vivid memories after this, I believe. But I just ended up growing it out, and it just kind of like washed out after that. But I kind of like this haircut. Like I remember not being a huge fan of it at the time because it was this middle thing that I couldn't do a lot with. But I think it deserves to go in the clown category, you know? Like it's not terrible, but I don't hate it. All right, and then we have this hair. We're gonna burn it. I went to China one summer and I decided to color my hair, cut and color my hair blue at the time. But lesson, when you go to another country and do your hair, especially if it's like a country like China where the hairdressers are used to working with much thicker hair, don't bleach it, don't color it because they don't know your hair most of the time unless it's like it's more like an international hairdresser or like a very good one. Yeah, it was just like not a good idea, you know? And I colored it blue and I didn't like it because it became all fizzy. So I'm gonna burn this one. Also, blue hair is something I keep coming back to even though I don't like it. I don't like blue hair, I don't like the color blue, but for some reason I keep coloring my hair blue. It's so frustrating. So after that, I colored my hair brown, but when I put the brown color into the blue, my hair turned dark green, and I couldn't find any like really real pictures of this either. I just have this one, and at this point in my life, I was auditioning for the dance schools, so this was the picture that I sent to all, like, out to this. I'm just gonna burn it. Like, it's not bad. It's just like there was no intention with the haircut. The color was off. It was also unintentional. So I think it was just bad all around. But then I took back my own power again over the situation, and I buzz cut it. And this was also when I got like my dermal anchors here. I miss them pretty much every single day. I felt a lot like myself in this, and I felt like I was finally moving on, and this is what I looked like when I moved to Copenhagen and I started my dance school and my dance education here, and I think this was like a real turning point for me. So no, making a buzz cut is not always a Britney Spears moment. Wilma with a buzz cut, I think I'll give that flower. But then it grew out and it was not so cute anymore. I'm gonna put this at the tornado, and then I had a relapse and I went back to the hairdresser because I don't know how to deal with abusive relationships. This is rainbow. I remember I told the hairdresser, like, okay, I'll come back one last time, but you better give me a colorful, vibrant, neon hair look. And he's like, okay, I will provide. Still haven't gotten these pictures, but this was just a good haircut, a magical color, loved it. But then it grew out and it became this curly, fizzy, uncontrollable mess of a hair, and we need to burn those pictures. No, do we? No, I'll put it in tornado because I'll insert some pictures here of like when it turned a bit curly, and it was kind of cute because it was summer, it was humid, and then I went back home and I got this for the first time, like the haircut that you buzz right here. I think this is this moment because I have this beautiful picture of me reading in a chair at my house, where I haven't straightened it and it's more like natural, and I remember just feeling like so much like myself again. I really like this picture. And then my mom and I went to Scotland and I colored my hair red before that. Like, it was like the last day of school in my first year at dance school. The red, it was like not the best. I think it was actually orange. I think I wanted orange hair, but it was just a different color. But then when it faded, it turned pink because I had the pink underneath. So I would put it in the tornado. Yeah. Then magic happened. I went home again after Scotland and I colored my hair of my own free will. I made this design, but I told someone what to do. Like with the yellow and the green, neon green. I love this look. I love it so much. I think it's still in the picture I have on YouTube because I love it. I think the colors are great. It's lively. It makes me happy to look at it. Oh, I just had such a great time that summer. I went to like dance camp, like with my friend that I made that moved away, and it was just like such a good time. But when it like faded, it was definitely different. So this I will put in the unicorn. I just love those bright colors. It was a great time. Then in my second year, I think before Christmas, I had my friend color my hair like this purple color. I really like this purple color. I think it goes in the sunflower category, sun and moon category. I think I look really good in purple. And then I went to Israel in February. This is in my second year. It is the beginning of 2020. So we almost reached 1 year. So I started quarantine with this hair, the faded out purple. And this is like where this tier ranking video was actually gonna start, but I decided to go for it. Why not do all the hair looks I've ever had, you know? So I think I look good. This is like where I continued cutting this area. I stayed with this for a really long time. I don't know, I just feel like it was really me, and I feel like it's still quite me, but I'm gonna give it the clown. I didn't love it because it was turning like a bit blue-y. So ironically, you know what I did to combat the fact that it was too blue? I colored it more blue. This blue hairdo, we're gonna burn it. Like, I know it's not that bad, but I had this for, I think, a week, but then I just like got so sick of it. I believe I got this when I started my quarantine vlogs, which I was doing for a while. I think we were all doing them for a while, and we're still here. How lovely is that to think about? So I had this for about a week, and then I colored it this dark green. So at this point I was just using like materials I had at home and everything. I like this dark green. I think it looks really good on me. It's the same apple green color that I colored the same length when I was younger, and at this point I don't know what happened with that particular hair color, but it was so conditioning for my hair and it turned like really curly and really fun. So I liked it a lot more than the blue, but I wasn't like a huge fan, so I'm gonna put it in this category. I think that's fitting. We have this bleached hair. I bleached this hair, and the only video I have this bleached hair on is my Happy Towel Day, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy video, and I didn't like it because it was just like a transition phase, and I ended up really liking this look, and in hindsight I think that I changed my hair too early. I know it looks bleached and it looks weird, but I kind of dig it. Like, I kind of like the color of the fringe, like it's almost golden, and it looks bleached, but it also looks golden, and I think I kind of like it. But I only had it for one day. But we're gonna put it in, I'm still gonna put it in the tornado. Like, it's not a look, but I'm like intrigued, you know? Would I like to stay there a bit longer? And then after that, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my favorite hair that I have ever had. And I think the majority of people will agree, actually. It's when I colored my hair like pink peach in the front and more like orange peach in the back. I think I have a video of me doing that hair. Rainbow. I love this hair. I think it's so kind, and I love this cut with the fringe that is like pretty short. I love how curly it is. I also put this like product in my hair, and at this point I was filming the dance video that I was working on with my friend during the spring, and I had a really fun time with it, and then it kind of faded out, and I think the faded out version of this hair still looks pretty good. So we're gonna put that in the Sunflower Moon category. And then I did like the half to like kind of recover from that. What I did, like, it's got yellow on one side and peach on the other. This was like mildly successful. I'm gonna put it in the clown piece category because it was a good try. It looks sort of fun, but then what happened is that it faded and it looks like this. So I do really miss having my all my hairs, all my pieces of hair in two buns. So I do really like this look, this picture. It is like the last video I think that I made in my old apartment before I moved to this one. And I'm gonna put tornado over it. I don't hate it, but what happened is this next picture, I believe this is like when I bleached it again, but I think I went to school one day and someone called me, Blondie, can you stand over there? And I'm like, did someone just call me Blondie? I'm like, this cannot happen again. So that's when I know I needed to change my life up. So this blonde look, don't hate it, put in the tornado, but I just don't like being considered as a blonde, which is something I need to think about, to be honest. And then I did this thing where I like colored my hair in different strips. So this is in general a cool idea, but because I did it by myself, it wasn't the most successful. And what I ended up doing is coloring my hair like yellow on one side and turquoise on the other one, and I just feel like that was a bad idea. Actually, I'm gonna put it in this category because it's not like terrible, kind of like, ugh, you know? And then I was sick and tired of it. I had it for a week. I was tired of it, so I just shaved like everything in the bottom. So my hair was like pretty damaged at this point, and that's why I did it. But we need to burn this. It was a choice. I don't think anyone liked it. And to salvage what was left, I don't even have a recollection of it, but I must have cut my hair and I colored it all green. I think green and blue are like my go-to colors, like when I'm in desperate need, and it's like, that is my Britney moment. When I colored my hair green and blue, I'm lost. And that's just a fact. So I colored my hair this green color, and I made a very terrible joke about how gay I looked in this picture, and it was inappropriate. But I think I'm just gonna burn it. Like, I think I was very desperate at this point to just salvage what was left. And then I believe after that, I colored it half purple, half green. And this is when I did my most anticipated book. So we're really catching up to nowadays. Most anticipated releases. And I'm going to put this in the tornado. I wasn't a big fan of it. I think the idea was there. It kind of reminded me of like this Joker look. I didn't hate it, but most of these, it's like they're only really good the first day you color it, and then it sort of goes downhill. And what happened after that, I only found this picture, is that I just decided to color it all black. Didn't like it, burned the black hair. When it faded, you kind of got like the old colors with the green and the blue. Makes me feel like these are out of order. Are they out of order? Possibly. This was just terrible, and I think this look should have been burned too. Then I colored my hair, the one in my last video, color hair video, where I cut it like this, like little curtains. And I shaved like up on the side, and then we had like all these different colors and purple like in the rest of the hair, which I also shaved. So this was like a complete hair transformation moment. I love this look. My mom wasn't a fan of it. I think it was a bit out there, but I feel like this could be like a trend-setting look in the future. I feel like this was before my time. I felt like an icon, like an artist. I feel like an artist. I really like this hairdo. And the best video I have out there is my graphic novel wrap-up for January. Really like this hairdo. We're gonna put it in the rainbow. I really like it. Plus it's rainbow. Loved it. The last one is Here We Are Today. Should I explain this look? Or was this like a choice? I was sitting on the bus on my way home from something, and I saw this person on the street with a mohawk that was like shaped like a snake. And I'm like, wow, that is interesting. Never had that before. And I was like, I can do that too. So that's what I did. It's like, do I remember what I did is I took duct tape and I just tried to like shape like a snake shape, and I just put it on my hair, and I tried to take the shaving machine and like feel where the lines of the duct tape was, and then I took the duct tape off, and honestly I don't really know what it looks like in the back. This is my second like fixing up moment. Essentially what I want to do is like, now it's kind of flat when I go to the shower, but I want it to be like messy and kind of stand up. And then I had ideas of like bleaching it, making it actually look into a snake, drawing a little thing here. I feel like could all be cool ideas, but I'm having a really mixed relationship with like actually using bleach for beauty, for like the environment and stuff. So I'm going through like a phase where I'm really like sitting with those emotions and feeling if I feel like that's something I want to continue doing. But as you can see, I just really like hair. So this is what it looks like from the back. I haven't personally seen it myself, so that's the way to go. I'm gonna put this look at the clown tier because honestly it's just clowny. It's just a joke. And honestly, I think hair is political. Hair, beauty, and fashion, and the way you choose to look, it is all political, let me tell you that. At least in my point of view. And I think I constantly go through the struggle seeing my long brown-haired friends who just wear eyeliner get the most attention from other people when we go to clubs, are most like considered, like told they're pretty by other people. And sometimes I have this like urge to just give in, because like I have these pictures from when I was younger and I'm thinking like I could look like that. Like if I wanted to be conventionally attractive, I really think I could. But there's a part of me like that want to rebel against this idea of beauty, and I really take pleasure in looking slightly ugly. Like this hair look, I can recognize that it is slightly ugly, and I like that because it makes me feel like I am not, I mean, I guess you are being shaped by the conventional standards of beauty if you're deciding to rebel against it, aren't you? That is really something to think about. But I just like challenging what beauty is and taking pride in looking ugly. I have so many bad pictures, and most of these hairstyles, I wake up in the morning and they just stand like straight up. Like, I swear to God, my hair is crazy sometimes. That is the end of this video. I think I had more hairstyles, but my depression that I was going through, the way I talk about it, I feel like it's like an economic depression or something that we all went through. I was like, my expression of that was manic depression, and so a lot of like the things I did was just insane. But thank God I don't look like this anymore. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a long one. I just feel exhausted, and I've just been like wanting to do this video for so long that it kind of like lost meaning, and like looking at most of these pictures makes me feel like really emotional because I have so many like experiences and feelings that it brings me back on. But please do, like, the majority of these pictures, like, please do treat them as kind of like pre-transition pictures, and that you are privileged to having seen them because they just don't make me feel good about myself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been doing this with the mic cord all this time. I wish you all an amazing day. Tell me below what you think is your favorite of my looks. Tell me what you think is your favorite of your looks, what your relationship is to beauty, fashion, hairstyles, hair coloring, bleaching, whatever you want to talk with me about. I am here for it. Let me share in all your thoughts. Invite me into it. So I wish you all the best. And oh my God, I will link this tier list down below, so if you want to rank my looks and send them to me, I will love you forever. I think that's hilarious. Sounds really fun. And I will talk to you guys soon. Sending y'all so much love.